Okay, so welcome back. We have another example using the law of sines to solve for our triangle. And in this example, notice we don't have any complete sides like before. So we have our side A, but we don't know an angle. We have our angle B, but we don't know the side. And for C, we have our angle for C, but we don't know the side C. So we don't have any complete sets like we did before. So in order to do that, the easiest thing to do is to try to make one complete set. So here I have our side A, but I don't know angle A, and we do have two of our angles, so we can simply solve our third angle here by summing up all the degrees and subtracting it by our 180 degrees, and that's what we'll go ahead and do first. So 180 degrees minus 37 degrees minus 93 degrees, and that should equal 50 degrees. So we'll go ahead and write for our angle A, that is equal to 50 degrees. And clear this out. Okay, so now we know all of our angles, and that just makes everything a little bit easier. So we have our complete set A now. So I'll go ahead and write that down. So we have our, for A, we have our sine of 50 degrees. And then that's divided by our side A. All right, and now we can set up our law of sine equations. And if we wanted to solve for B or C, it doesn't matter which one you want to do first. So we'll go ahead and go try to solve for our B first. So we're going to set our A information equal to our B here. So if we set our A equal to our B, we would have sine of our B side here. I'm going to go ahead and label these here. So we knew this was A. This is a step I like to do first. I forgot. So now we know we have everything labeled. So our angle B, so we'll have our sine of 37 degrees, 7. And that's going to be divided by our side B, which is our unknown. We do know our A. A is 4. There we go. All right, and we just need to use algebra to bring this B by itself. And if you wanted to, you can go ahead and simplify this side here to make it a little bit easier. But we'll just go ahead and write it that way down here. So if I take sine 50 degrees and divide it by 4, we get 0.2. And if we did sine of 37 degrees and simplified that, that will reduce to 0.6. And then divided by our unknown value for B. Now it looks a little cleaner, and we can rearrange this equation to solve for our B. So we'll go ahead and do that by multiplying both sides by our denominator B to bring it over here. And then we divide both sides by our 0.2 to bring it down here. And then we should get something that looks like B equals 0.6 divided by our 0.2. And if you plug that into your calculator and solve for it, you should get our side for B is 3. All right. So I'll go ahead and write that here. So B equals 3. And clear this out and repeat that same process for our side C. All right, so now all we have to find is our side C. And like before, you can use your A set if you want to, or your B set since you know everything. And since we already have our A written down, I'm going to go ahead and keep that and use our A to solve for our C. So now we're going to set our A set equal to our C, and that should give us our value for C here. So we already have our A written down, which is here. And now our C, we have, oh, looks a little funky. So we got our sine of 93 degrees for C. It's going to be divided by our side C, which is our unknown. All right, so this looks just like it did before. And if we wanted to simplify, we can. And our sine 50 degrees divided by 4 would give us our 0.2. And if you wanted to simplify this as well, sine of 93 degrees, that equals 0.99. We'll bring our C down. Okay, so again, we would just rearrange everything to get our C by itself. And if we did that, you should get something that looks like this. So C equals 0.99 divided by 0.2. And if you plug that in your calculator, you would get that our side C equals 4.95. And looks like we're done. In the next video, we'll look at an example that's a little bit more challenging. With that being said, thank you for watching.